It looks like something from the future. Perched atop a hill in the Las Palmas neighborhood of Palm Springs, this is a house with quite a story to tell. The year is 1960. Palm Springs is the happening place on planet Hollywood. Since the late 1950s, it was a magnet for stars like Groucho Marx, Lucien Desi, and Bob Hope. It was glamour and showed off the full California lifestyle. And smack in the middle of that swinging life was the dashing couple, Robert and Helene Alexander. Nobody was more Palm Springs, and oh, their spectacular house. Walls of rock that opened up to show one of the coolest fireplaces I've ever seen. Not to mention a rad space-age kitchen and to die for pool.
They called them the king and queen.
Meet Laura Ochoa.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Nobody knows this house like she does. Laura leads tours here. She welcomed us in February before masks were mandatory.
We got our step-down living room.
Sunken living room,
So
they're beautiful.
60s.
When you step down, it's like walking into a different decade. The room is incredible. Only the shag carpet is missing.
They would have parties here. They'd invite their guest friends. Even the mailman would come over. And they were just really upbeat, charitable type people, very beloved here in Palm Springs.
And they didn't get to live here that long.
No, they didn't. They were, they actually moved in 1962. Look magazine came in, they did the spread on them and the home. 1965 is when they had the accident. So they had 3 years here. But during that time, this house got the reputation and they call it the House of Tomorrow. So, and it really is, it's a beautiful house.
The accident, reported in the 1966 edition of the Desert Sun, was a plane crash that killed the couple and Robert's parents. That's when the house took on its second life as Elvis's Honeymoon Hideaway.
So this, I hear this couch is all original.
Yes, it is. It's a 64-foot built-in couch. And yes, original to the house when it was built in 1960.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
Well, sure, Elvis could entertain all his friends here.
Absolutely. Would you like to know exactly where he sat?
Yes.
For that picture
Yes,
right there?
yes.
Right there.
Really?
Then you can see exactly where he was sitting at when they
Girl,
took
you're
that
good.
picture.
That's really, really good.
So we get a lot of fans that come in and they ask that question, and that's where they'd like to sit.
Well, obviously, this is called the Honeymoon Hideaway because they had just gotten married, right?
Absolutely.
And this is where he wanted to live with Priscilla.
Yes, he did. Actually, he wanted to purchase the home.
It is the stuff of legend now. On the Honeymoon Hideaway website, there are pictures of Elvis and his new bride posing here at the house. The wedding actually took place in Vegas after a nosy neighbor, who happened to be a gossip columnist, broke their cover and killed their plans to marry by the pool.
And they snuck out that way to get married. They snuck back that way to come back and have their honeymoon, and that's how it got the Honeymoon Hideaway name.
The Elvis shadow looms large, but of course that is only part of the history of this home.
People get more into the history of mid-century Palm Springs, maybe that Elvis connection. While interesting and, you know, it's always a great story, to me, it's the house.
Chris Medrad knows mid-century modern. He's a founding member of the Palm Springs Modern Committee. He also wrote the book on the architectural giant who built the House of Tomorrow, William Kreisel. And Chris also makes a mean greyhound, which he serves ice cold in a martini glass. This is Palm Springs, after all.
Kreisel was hired by the Alexander family to build and design that house.
Yes,
The house.
everything in it.
Everything in
The
it.
landscaping, the shape of the pool, the house itself. I mean, literally everything.
And that's not all he designed. Kreisel designed the Palm Springs suburban track lifestyle. More than 2,000 affordable homes, including Chris's super cool Kreisel, that looks even more amazing at night. But the House of Tomorrow may be Kreisel's masterpiece.
Tell me, how important is that house now, today?
I think what's important about it is it's kind of a symbol of the jet age, because when you look at it, it looks like it wants to kind of take off. And it's sort of it was just that whole era of optimism and you know, nothing can stop us.
I love the way you just drive up to it and it's right there.
And it's cool when you walk up to the front door, you walk on these lily pads of concrete which is a waterfall going beneath you. So you're here in the middle of the desert and you're sort of hiking up a waterfall to get to the front door.
The same lily pad entry where Helene and her friend Barbara, Mrs. Zeppo Marx, posed for a Look magazine photographer all those years ago.
I think it's, it's really a symbol of, Kreisel's work when he really has practically no budget.
Oh my gosh, See, this reminds me of the fireplace.
Isn't that beautiful? And then you have a built-in barbecue, again with the floating hood.
It's almost forced perspective about it. Like when you look to the right, there's a stairway that leads only upstairs to the master bedroom. That's the only thing upstairs.
It's also where both sides of the home's split personality come together. It is largely intact. The same bed, the original curtains when both the Alexanders and later the Presleys lived here. It's just so
Isn't that beautiful?
mid-century. Right? Oh my
The
gosh.
mattress is original.
The mattress is
The mattress is original. Yes, it is.
Original. Perhaps there is no better time or place to take a lesson from the past to help us through our current challenges.
People wanted to break from the past, all that kind of heavy stuff that represented perhaps bad times, depressions, wars, etc. Let's do something that's totally breaking away and is the art and the architecture of our time.
The home of tomorrow may never be more timely than it is today.